Ladies and gentlemen, there is a crazy race to 999 happening right now, and if you haven't really been in the loop, obviously the highest round on Black Ops 6 is 999, which is really nothing we've ever seen when it comes to a round cap. Obviously in Cold War it was 935. There is many people right now playing to get round 999. So today I'm going to show you guys some of these guys, and I'm also going to kind of tell you the high round strategy some of them are doing. Now obviously I'm going to be linking all these guys in the description, so make sure you guys go check them out. The first guy is KHF. If you guys don't know this guy, I'm not going to lie, like, he is literally the GOAT when it comes to just brand new release zombie games and just getting crazy high rounds. I swear I only hear this guy's name ever when there's a brand new Call of Duty Zombies game that gets released. When a Zombies game gets released, this guy's on the freaking highest round instantly. And then like half a year after that, the guy just disappears off the face of the earth and comes back on the next release. But right here, you guys see he's in 83 hours into his game and he's on 680. Now, to put that into perspective, my Kino 255 with no AATs took about 82 hours. So he's about 83 and a half hours in and he's on 680. These Mustangs and Sallys are going to get nerfed. That's the problem with zombies nowadays, because you really can't do any high rounds really in the beginning of the game because majority of the stuff is probably going to get nerfed. Once those guns get nerfed, all the leaderboards are wiped because everybody was using those guns before they were nerfed. So that's why it's kind of risky to really do high rounds. Now, obviously, when you're at this point in the game, you are going to be getting a lot of salvage. He's spamming mutant injections. As you're doing that, you're getting a lot of salvage. Now, when you're spamming mutant injections like he is right now, you're going to be slowly on a decline of salvage. You're not going to be really gaining salvage when you're just constantly buying over and over again. So yes, the whole entire strategy is really just spamming mutant injections, using that little tap strategy with the jet gun and spamming mutant injections. You are going to be getting a lot of salvage from this. But of course, whenever you do run low on salvage, if you're worried you're running out of salvage, all you have to do is just start using ether shrouds. And ether shrouds will prolong the usage of your jet guns as it makes you invisible for like 10 seconds. So you get all that jet gun ammo back and don't have to really wait around. So you see right here, he's going to be spamming his whole entire jet gun, not even caring about the tab. He's going to do the little explosion, and then he will be using ether shroud, and this is going to allow him to get a fully regenerated jet gun without really doing anything. He can just run around, knife the zombies as well. So if you don't already know, like, you're going to have to get majority maxed augments as well. If you're even going to consider doing a high round, you really need to go for these augments. Now you see here his jet guns basically regenerated, and he also has another ether shroud as well. But this is really the whole entire strat. You're just spamming mutant injections. Right here, you guys can see he starts around 695 at about 87 hours on the dot. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how long this round is. Right here, you can see the round is about 10 minutes, and this is 696. Now you can only imagine how slow the round is going to get up until around 999. You can probably assume that around the 700 mark, maybe like 720, 750 even, that's probably going to be about halfway time-wise, because just like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, the time is going to be increasing exponentially compared to just the low rounds. Obviously, to round 100, the rounds are only about like 2 minutes. So it's going to be getting way up there as the time goes on. KHF is not only the only person currently in a really big 999 game. There's obviously Pact. He's on 407. He's doing a similar strat to KHF. It's basically the same exact thing. Staying by this crafting table and just kind of pulling out the mutant injections and spamming. MC is also in a game right now. He's on 398. Now, what's really nice about Black Ops 6, obviously, is this whole save and quit feature. Now, what's concerning is the exploits and the glitches that might come with it, because obviously when you are saving and quitting, it's definitely noticeable that there's a decrease in the zombies in that round. And not only that, you can really just skip spider rounds. So if you don't want to deal with spider rounds, you just save and quit. It skips the whole entire round basically. So I mean, the whole save and quit feature is awesome, and obviously it stays for 30 days. So you can literally just save and quit, go and play another zombies game on like Black Ops 3 or something, and then come back to this after you're done with that game. So it is a very cool feature, but I wonder how ZWR and like ZHQ, whatever the world record sites, how they're going to deal with this and how they're going to make the rules for this. Because you can definitely exploit it if you are going to be annoying enough, but we're going to see what happens, obviously. The other person really battling KHF for the first 999 is Insomnia Virus. One of these two guys is probably going to get the 999. It's going to be really hard to figure out who gets this 999 first. Obviously, KHF's game, he is, as of recording this, he's at a higher round. But I've heard a lot of people say that this strategy that Insomnia Virus is doing is much faster than that strategy KHF is doing. This one is definitely harder for sure, but it is definitely, you can definitely tell why it would be faster. You do the same exact thing as before. You spam the jet gun just a little bit like this. You really don't want to use the explosion unless you have to. You use this, and then you just do the same thing with either chopper gunners or maybe even mutant injections. I would assume a mutant injection is probably better, so I don't really know why he had a chopper gunner. Maybe he picked it off the ground. But mutant injections are definitely better than chopper gunners just because they last much longer. The debate is really where zombies spawn faster. I'm going to probably assume the roof has much faster spawns than the bowling alley crafting table. And yeah, once you're out of that chopper gunner, you just go back to this same exact thing as before. Now, obviously, he has no special score streak at all. So what you do is you kind of just pop the Ether Shroud, and then you can also use your Mustangs and Sallies, which do a lot of damage, as you can tell on these high rounds. And not only can you just use those, there's an ammo buy table literally right there. So if you need ammo, you just simply buy it, and you see he already has another Ether Shroud back. Now, if you guys needed a guide on the Ether Shroud and like which augments to be using, clearly there's 2 augments that are just really better than the rest. Now, if we go to this, the Ether Shroud, the one you definitely want to use is increase max charges by 1. So this allows it so you have 2 Ether Shrouds to pop whenever you want, instead of just 1. Now, obviously, it will not last as long, especially if you have extension on. The max charges is going to make it so you're going to constantly be able to have that period of time where the zombies run away and you can probably Mustangs and Sallies. Just having that period of, like, even if it's just 5 seconds, allowing the zombies to run away from you and getting to reset, go grab another special score streak, go grab ammo, whatever. Just that 5 seconds is all you need. So allowing you to have 2 charges is going to definitely make it so you have an Ether Shroud on you consistently. Now, the next one as well you want to use is the Void Sheath. This is going to really differ on the strategy you're using. So if you're using the KHF strat, where he was in the crafting table, which seems like the dominant strat, that was what MC was using, that's what Pack Punch is using, and I've also watched a lot of other people also use that strat. This is the strat you want to, this is what you definitely want to use, because this is going to allow you to stay in that Ether Shroud for longer, and it's going to let you kill a lot of zombies as well. And if you also just look at the 2 other ones, this is for co-op, so you're not, if you're playing, you don't, obviously this is going to be literally nothing for us. And obviously this as well, warp forward in a short distance, killing all normal zombies in your path. It could be nice for what Insomnia Virus is doing, where there's a lot of zombies in front of his face. But I mean, it's not really worth it. But also, you're using a Mustang and Sally's and Ether Shroud, so it doesn't really matter. So these major augments, probably the best one would be Void Sheath, especially if you're doing the KHF strat. If you're doing the roof strategy, it really does not matter, to be honest. Probably Burst Dash, if I'm gonna have to guess. So I mean, you're just gonna see that's exactly what Zombie Virus is doing. You just keep spamming, tapping like this. Once you either have too many mangoes in your face, you have to also realize do not fall down behind you. All you do is just pull out that Ether Shroud, start spamming with your Mustang and Sally's. Now, obviously, there's a zombie blocking him. Start spamming. This is going to destroy the mangoes as well. The explosive damage does wonders against them. And you already see, he already has another Ether Shroud back. That's because he has that extra charge on. Right now, he's charging his next Ether Shroud. He doesn't have to wait. Obviously, you're not spamming score streaks like you are in the other strategy. That is definitely noticeable. He has a chopper gunner, which I've realized now as safety. So if he feels like he's about to die, if something's going to happen, he just pulls out the chopper gunner and it saves his life. So that is like another form of safety. Obviously, this is BO6, so you don't have infinite revives. There's only 3 revives. Obviously, with quick revive, you have Dying Wish, so technically like 6 revives. It's not going to be as easy as Cold War. But yeah, you see this whole entire strategy is kind of spammed. Both of these strategies are very simple. I would definitely say the roof strategy is definitely harder than the score streak strategy. That is probably why a lot of people are doing the score streak strat, because... But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to link all these guys in the description. All of them are going for 666. I mean, these guys are all pretty... Not this guy. This guy sucks ass. But everybody else, I mean, if you guys want to shout anybody out in the comments, go for it. These are really the only 4 people I know of that are going for the 999. I don't know why I was saying 666. That are going for the 999. Obviously, I'm not going for it, mainly because 1, I want Nebula, and 2, I mean, these guys play way too freaking much for me to even compete for them. Like, I mean, how do you expect me to get 999 first when... This guy's playing 9 hours, 7 hours. Yeah, I'm not shitting on him. Like, I mean, this guy's racking in money, bro. Look how much views he got, right? Obviously, right? So, I mean, I'm not, there's no point even me trying, because I'm just way too busy with stuff in real life. And then there's just no way I'm going to be able to get 999 first, especially with other people like KHF. This guy plays hella 2 7-hour VOD right here. So, I mean, yeah, shout out to these guys. They're going for 999. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe. We're going to live today, going for the Nebula camo. So, make sure you guys go check that out. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day.